Hello everyone, Snipe Trading here. Today is March 11th, Thursday. I'll be going on my recap for today. So today, made a total of $96 trading multiple tickers. Started a very slow morning and traded a few and kind of hover back and forth going between positive 100 to negative 100 to end up positive roughly $100 here. So I'm gonna go over my recap for today. So just a reminder, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like button, and I'll continue to make more videos. Okay, so to start, we can start from the top. So OCGN for $112. So OCGN did a few trades here. My first trade being, let me open my pen tool. So my first trade was attempted short here on this inverted cup and handle. It actually didn't break this level, so I just covered. So I added a few here and then just covered when it broke these highs, or these highs. So that was a small loss of I think it was like $40 or so. And then I found another entry here. You can see the inverted cup and handle broke and covered. It kind of bounced off of VWAP and then trend a little higher. Then I had another entry on the later part of the day, so it was kind of giving this base here at around 965 or so. So around here, giving this base, it broke, shorted, cover, reshort on the pop, and then cover on the 30-minute trend, and then it ended up retesting again. So that was just a $112 win on OCGN. Next trade is SLGG. So SLGG was also a short here. You can see it's extended. The 5-minute trend is down here. The 1-minute trend is up here. So I was looking for an inverted cup and handle to enter. So that was inverted cup and handle. Took the break of 788 or so, and covered along the way here towards the 5-minute trend. So that one was for a $84 win. Next trade is PHUN. So PHUN had a decent looking flag for me, holding VWAP. So I attempted to go long here off this candle. It's a little bit early. I didn't break the flag yet, so you want to go long when you break the flag. So I went a little early and then it got stopped out for a loss there. I think it was quite a loss. I think it was like $90 loss. And then I end up taking a short trade off this bear flag. So you can see a bear flag forming right there. Oh, sorry, let me get my pen tool working. It wasn't on. All right, there you go. So there's a bear flag here. So I took this flag for the inverted cup and handle break, and then covered along the way here. There was a retest on the 5-minute trend and it went down lower. So that was PHUN. Total of $60 on that one. Let's see, next trade. is CFRX. So this one was an after hour trade. I was hoping for a stronger reversal here because trending the 5-minute 9 EMA trend. Then I tried looking for a short position off this inverted cup and handle. It broke, momentarily there, and then it didn't really close or follow through. So I ended up taking a stop there, but I covered a tiny bit on those wicks down for a $30 win overall there on CFRX. Next trade is ENTX. So ENTX was the runner of the day, but unfortunately it didn't give me a good setup to trade. Felt like this was a lot of premature breaks and felt like there was a lot of people chasing this up. But I went ahead and tried to take this break in the morning. It was a decent trend. So it tested VWAP and the 9 EMA once, but I wasn't really confident. I wanted another higher low to risk off of because the spread was so wide. So I ended up just taking it off for a quick little win there, for a $26 win. Then I watched this level for the break over here. But because this level was 550 and your risk is around here 490s or so, the risk is pretty wide. So I end up not taking that trade, but it ended up working. So felt like a lot of chasers got paid there, but I was hoping for a higher low here, so you can have a tighter risk. Maybe at the 530s, 520s for the 550 break. But from this market, felt like, people are not looking into risk management. So next trade was AMC. So AMC, I was actually down quite a bit in the later of the day, and kind of got it back after hours. But my first trade here was a short. I think there was a trendline break here, plus an inverted cup and handle. It broke it momentarily, didn't get moving, so I ended up just covering the rest there. I think it was pretty much a break-even trade here. So that was break-even for that trade, and then I went ahead and this looked like it was gonna squeeze over VWAP and the hourly 9 EMA. There was like a nice cup and handle for me. Let me remove stuff. So there's a nice cup and handle for me, and this flag for me. So I was pretty bullish on this for a squeeze up. But what ended up happening was it had a... So I kind of ended up trading back and forth on this channel. Took a few paper cut losses there, in and out. And then I end up taking this break here. You can see that break. And then when it didn't go, and you can see that break here had that increased volume. But it ended up not breaking out, squeezing as I expected. So I took a kind of break-even trade here. But I took a few losses here. I think it was down 140 or so. And then I took a break-even trade on that breakout. And then I end up shorting for this after-hour move. So I end up shorting for 2,000 shares there. Covered 1,000 shares there and end up trailing 1,000 shares on the after hours. So you can see I took 200 there, 100 here, 100 here, and I took the rest here because it broke low of day. a bear flag, and then I was hoping it would trail down lower, but when it kind of popped back up here, I just took it off, and good thing I took it off because that was pretty much the low, and it ended up trailing back. So that was a $19 win overall. Could have been a little bit better. I felt like I was watching this too much, and going in and out here took a lot of power there. So that was a $19 win. Next trade is PDSB. So PDSB was a short loss. Let me remove my drawings. So PDSB had I saw this extension on the 15-minute chart, and I think there was a trend line here that broke. So I was looking for a break off this inverted cup and handle and this trend line break. Ended up breaking, but didn't give the juice I wanted, so I ended up stopping out when it broke these high. This is a $33 loss, but I was hoping for a break, retest of VWAP, and it was a little bit extended on the hourly chart. It ended up working pretty well up here for the inverted cup and handle. You can see this this support, inverted cup and handle on the 1-minute chart, and then test on the hourly. So this was a good trigger. Missed it though. But that was PDSB, $33 loss. My next loss was TIGR. This was a $90 loss, I think. So I was actually same pattern as before. Inverted cup and handle here, shorted, cover a bit. I tried covering a little more here, so I had 1,200 shares to short there, and then I couldn't get filled. You can see it tested like 21.7 on the dot there, but this little wick kind of pop up real too quick, so I didn't get most of my fill down there. I end up taking, I think, either a break-even trade or a loss there. Let's see. Yeah, so I ended up taking a small win here, and then I took another trade here, looking for the trend line break for the inverted cup and handle. Took it there, and it ended up just popping. I went a little bit too early because there was another inverted cup and handle here, and that would have worked, and it tested the 5-minute trend. But it was a little tricky. It wasn't moving the best. And then I tried another attempt to short again here, because I saw this fell flag. So this trend line broke, and then it was met with a red candle. So I was looking for an entry to short for the break of this, but it ended up holding trend and squeezing higher. So I ended up taking another loss here for $91 loss. So my next loss was PLTR. So this was my biggest loser of the day, and I saw. So initially I was pretty bullish on this. I saw a 30-minute hold. So if you look at the 30-minute chart, it was holding. Let me remove some drawings. So you can see it was holding this 30-minute trend pretty well, and I think it held it all the way through the day. And I was bullish, and pretty much bullish bias here. But what ended up happening was I saw, it it tested the yellow line 30-minute trend here, yellow line 30-minute trend, 30-minute trend, 30-minute trend. So I saw it was creating lower highs here. So you can see lower highs forming, and then this trend line break. So I went ahead and short there, hoping for that 30-minute trend break lower. It actually broke it by like a tiny bit, and then it just recovered. So once that trend line broke and recovered, it started trending back up because I think shorts were piled in here, and it gave it the momentum it needed to push higher. But I tried shorting for that inverted cup and handle here, and hopefully for the VWAP test or hourly chart test of the 9 EMA, but it ended up ramping up. So that was a $111 loss on the day. So that's all my trades I took today. And just a reminder, these are the two setups I trade. So on the left hand side is the long setup, and it is the flag or pennant waiting for support and resistance to hold and then break up that flag, and then risking that prior low, and then taking profits along the way. On the short side, I look for extension and then an inverted cup and handle to form, and then the break of that cup line, shorting with your risk off the prior high, and then taking profits along the way. So those are the two setups I trade, and I tried a live stream trade around 6:30 a.m. PST, and do a daily recap towards the end of the day, just like this one. But if you haven't done so, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button, and follow me on my Twitter and Twitch. All right, thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.